Hello, thank you for joining me today, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to a demonstration on the Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2015 platform. My name is Rob Triggs, and I am responsible for sales and marketing for our company. And the name of our company is CRM Dynamics Limited. We're located in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And for those of you who don't know where Mississauga is, that is very close to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So today we're going to take a deep dive into the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform, and let's just jump in. I'm going to try to keep this session to about 30 minutes. I know your time is very valuable, and if you're anything like me, after about 20 minutes, your brain starts to shut off. So let me focus on what we're going to cover, and then we'll jump right in. So many companies use or want to buy a CRM platform because they either want to grow sales, they want to affect marketing or customer service. For many organizations, this might be your case, is you want to buy CRM to help improve sales. And maybe it's because you would like to grow sales. So maybe sales is not where you want it to be and you want to increase sales. I can absolutely show you how to do that. The other reason why some people buy CRM is because they want to manage the growth they're currently experiencing. So maybe the processes you have in place today aren't as maybe fluid or efficient as they could be, and you want a tool to help support your team so they don't get in the way of preventing sales growth. So we can help you with that piece as well. Other companies want to use CRM not just for sales, but also for marketing. And they're really looking to sort of mobilize the marketing resources that they have in their company to better support the sales team so that the marketing group is generating really well-qualified leads to hand over to sales when it's the right time. And absolutely, you can use CRM to do that, and I'll show you how. Digital marketing is probably a topic most of you have heard of before. For those who haven't, it's really the capability to digitally find through web, social media, and other tools, and digitally nurture existing opportunities, sales opportunities or leads, and turn them into customers almost all the way through the entire process without sales intervention. And for some organizations where what they sell is more complex, you would need a direct salesperson. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Others want to use the platform to also manage customer support. So when your customers have an issue, you want a very seamless, easy to use system to manage that customer's issue. And so that's something you can use the platform to do, and I will talk about that in a second. The other thing is the notion of what we call XRM. I don't know if any of you have heard of this before, but XRM really stands for Anything Relationship Management. So when I mean anything, I mean anything. So Microsoft Dynamics CRM is a platform, and this is a platform that can be configured to do many, many things. And the anything management, I'll give you an example. So member management. Some organizations are a member management organization, and their job is to manage members. So you can use the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform to manage members. So member management or member relationship management. Maybe you want to manage your vendors. So maybe you have a large number of vendors you'd like to manage. And maybe there's other things that you would like to manage. You can use the platform to do that, okay? Before we jump in too deep, I want to share who we are and why should you listen to us. Who are we to put a video out on YouTube for you to listen to? So who we are is we are a gold certified Microsoft Dynamics CRM partner. That's the highest level of certification that Microsoft gives for the CRM, for partners of the Dynamics CRM platform. We're located close to Toronto, Canada. Our company is focused on business strategy. And what I mean by that is when you decide to buy CRM, you would reach out to our company and say, we would like to buy CRM. And the first thing we would say is, great. What are you trying to do with CRM? Why are you buying it? What are you trying to impact? Are you trying to increase sales? Are you trying to manage sales? What are you trying to do? So by focusing on the business strategy and what you're trying to accomplish, we can help you leverage CRM as a platform to help enable what you're trying to accomplish. We also offer our services through our hosted cloud. We do very strong digital marketing support. So not only will we help you set up the digital marketing aspect of using CRM, we will also provide resources to help you. We have a very strong CRM team that has built very large, very complex custom CRM solutions over the years. And we take that expertise and we help even the smallest customer with very low number of users. And we're very strong at sales automation. So how do you use CRM to help you improve sales? And we have a lot of programs and managed services wrapped around our CRM implementations. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Where do we serve? So we're head office in the Mississauga area in Canada. We do implementations from coast to coast in Canada. We do a lot of work in the United States, in the Caribbean. We do work over in Europe and overseas. So depending on where you are, I'm sure we'd be able to help you. Now the next question is, what can you actually do with the Microsoft platform? So I'll rattle these off. You can do digital marketing, so you can nurture potential customers digitally. You can track and convert website visitors, and you can turn them into actual leads and opportunities. You can nurture prospects to grow your funnel. You can provide lead management, so social sites like Twitter and Facebook and so on. You can capture traffic from these social sites. You can capture traffic from your website. Who's visiting your website? What pages are they visiting? You can take visitors to trade shows and things like that and manage those leads. You can take referrals from others and track where your best referral sources are coming from, and many other sources of lead management. With this platform, you can really generate and close more leads because you're able to track, measure, and monitor. Once the lead's converted to an opportunity, you can win more opportunities by breaking it down into its logical stages, and we'll talk about that. You can manage existing and potential new accounts more effectively so that you can sell more to existing and land new accounts. We like to talk about providing a 360-degree view of the client relationship. So if you log into CRM and open up an account, you can see everything you need to see about that account in one screen. Okay, contact management. So it's one place to go to manage all of the contacts. So whether you be, using a mobile device, using your Outlook client on your desktop, or you're in CRM itself, the contacts transcend all three locations. The ability to forecast more accurately, that's another place where a lot of people want CRM for. Their problem might be just forecasting, and we can help you with that. Support and ticketing, like I talked about earlier, is managing the whole process when a customer logs a complaint or has an issue. You can solve those issues very easily, even connected to your telephony system. And then last but not least, mobility. So mobility is key. Whatever you can do on your desktop, you should be able to do from your mobile device, and I'm happy to say you can do that with the Dynamics platform. And then last but not least, this XRM at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but we talked about that already. Anything relationship management. Okay, what I'd like to leave you with is one notion, and the notion is CRM, no matter how complex your implementation ends up being, you should think of CRM as the one place you go to get a 360-degree view of the relationship with your existing customers or your potential new customers. So when you log into your CRM system and open up an account, you should be able to see anything you need to see from that location. So you should be able to see website visits, any kind of social penetration or activity, all those different types of things. And this image gets talking about that here. So the next thing I want to talk about is, why do companies choose CRM? So why do they choose this over the other platforms that are available? And this is why. First and foremost, if you're already using Outlook as your email client, CRM is installed into your Outlook client and it works out of your Outlook client. Don't underestimate how powerful that is. A lot of you receive emails every day for sales leads, sales opportunities, customer complaints, and different types of communication in your email. And so you can very easily access your CRM from your Outlook client and then track these things. And I'll show you that in a second. It leverages the rest of the Microsoft software. So, Microsoft has some very strong, powerful platforms. Office, for example, Excel. What's funny, we go to businesses, and most businesses who don't have a robust system tend to export data from their current systems and sort everything in Excel. Well, what Microsoft has done is they've taken some of the Excel features and embedded that into the CRM platform. So if you're used to managing your business in Excel, which a lot of you are, I'm sure, using the CRM platform with the Excel-like features will be very familiar to you. But the other thing is using SharePoint for document management, using Link or Skype for the ability to do phone calls and things like that. Out of all the enterprise class platforms, the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform is really much, much lower than the other enterprise classes that are out there. So that's what you'll see. and it provides an all-inclusive licensing model, and mobility is included. You get choice of deployment, so you can either do on-premise, hosted cloud, or we offer a Canadian data center hosted for those clients of ours that are in Canada and would like their data to remain in Canada. Configuration-based platform, so you can either do it yourself and configure the screens to match your process, or you can use us to help you do that, okay? The other thing you can do is take a look at how much money that Microsoft is spending on the platform. They have really the largest R&D budget as it relates to CRM-only software. So what you'll see is that Microsoft CRM is the fastest growing enterprise-class CRM software platform right now. We expect to see that continue over the next few years. You can have a phased approach, crawl, walk, run. So you can start off slow and small, very simple phase 1 project, and as your team and people are used to using the platform, then you can do the more complex things later. So you can start off slow in a crawl, and you can eventually get yourself up to a run speed. Last but not least, because of all of these things, we find that the ease of use of the Dynamics platform is much, much easier than other platforms, and therefore adoption seems to be a lot stronger. You access your CRM via any internet browser, so Internet Explorer, Safari, Chrome, Firefox, for example, PC, tablet, smartphone. So it really is endless of how you access it, but you access it either through the Outlook client on your desktop, or through the mobile client on your smartphone, or through an internet browser of some kind on your different devices. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump out of this PowerPoint deck and jump into our demo environment and show you what I mean. Okay, so this is a fake Outlook account. Not fake, it's a real Outlook client, but it's fake emails. It's a demo account. So this should look very similar to your Outlook clients, depending on which version you're on. So this should look familiar: inbox, sent mail, deleted mail, and then below different folders. So over here I have some emails that are coming in. So here's this person here, Abe Trammell. So Abe Trammell has sent me an email about a contract expiration. So the first thing you'll notice is some of the emails have these two little people. And what those two little people mean is those emails are being tracked in CRM. So if I want to track Abe Trammell's email in CRM, all I have to do is right-click and click Track in CRM. Okay, then all of a sudden, see the two little people pop up? Now I know that Abe's email is being tracked in CRM, and any email in this chain now will also be tracked in CRM. We normally set it up so it typically gets tracked in the account or contact record, so you can very easily see it. Okay, the other thing you can do is you can take that email, and instead of just tracking it into CRM, you can set it regarding a certain case or something. So let's say Abe's email was regarding a specific case. I can open up that email. I can say track it in regards to the specific case. I could put that case in, and then I could save it. So I'm not going to do that here because otherwise I'll have a mess in here. Okay, so that's Abe Trammell. I'm tracking him in CRM, or I'm tracking it in regards to a specific project. Well, what if this was a lead? So let's find one that might be a lead. Here you go. Interested in your upcoming release. All right. So this is a lead. So if I got this and I work for a company, I got this email, this is a lead. What should I do with it? Well, if I'm not in sales, I probably don't know what to do with it. And I might just say, hey, call sales, here's the phone number. But what I could do now is I could go up here and I can convert it to a case, or I can convert it to a lead by simply clicking on it and going up here and saying convert to. Okay, so now all of a sudden that is a lead, it's a case, or it's an opportunity in CRM. So what I've in effect done is I've bridged CRM over into, or bridged email into CRM. The other thing I can do, let me go to my calendar, is I open up my calendar and I can have a new appointment. Let's put an appointment here. I'm going to meet with Bob. Save that. So I'll put Bob's email address in there and all that stuff. And when I open that appointment, I can track this appointment in CRM. So what I've done is I've created an appointment. I've invited Bob, and his email address is in there. I've right-clicked on it and said track in CRM. And now this meeting with Bob is being tracked in CRM as an activity that I did today on this date with that person in that account and contact record. Okay, so that's pretty powerful. If you're trying to implement activity management for your sales team, it'll be very easy for them to track all of their appointments in CRM from here. Okay, let's go back to mail. So back in the mail folder again, I've got all my email. So I'm tracking emails, I'm tracking appointments. The other thing I can do is I can access CRM right from Outlook. So I don't even need to go into the browser if I don't want to. I can access it right from here. So most of us work in our email client, and if you do load the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform, you'll be able to work right from Outlook. Many of you have already probably invested in the Office 365 platform for email, which is phenomenal. And if you've done that, it just makes sense to add the Microsoft CRM piece to give you that added capability. So inside in the standard license, what you get is you get access to marketing, sales, service, and settings, and so on. So typically, I'm in sales, so typically I'll spend all my time in here. So when I open up sales, I can see my accounts. So when I click on accounts, the view now will change and show me all of the companies that I'm allowed to see based on my security. Then over on the far right-hand side, I have the account screen structured the way we set it up for our customers. So all the things that I could see if I logged into CRM through the Internet Explorer, I can see right here. Okay, so that's pretty powerful. The other thing I can do, I can see all the contacts. So I'm in CRM and I'm viewing all the contacts. The contacts are the same here as they are in my people folder in Outlook and as they are on my smartphone. Okay, that's powerful. I wouldn't underestimate how powerful that is for salespeople. The other thing I can do is I can see opportunities. So open that up. Here's all my opportunities, excuse me, as I'm running, as all my opportunities that I'm running at as a salesperson. So here we go. I can see my opportunities. They're all listed. Okay. I can see orders. I can see products. There's a lot of different folders that I can see. And what we do is we help customize it so that it matches your business process to a T. So let me jump over to let you see what it looks like to go into the browser. So I'm going to use Internet Explorer. And okay, so I'm logged into CRM now through Internet Explorer. And I've got it set that the first screen that we log into is what we call the dashboard screen. And a dashboard screen is just that. It's a dashboard of different charts that are showing me what's happening in my business. And I've got it defaulted to a standard sales activity type dashboard. So on this one, we're showing this chart here is showing the typical funnel view for the sales pipeline. So this is one of the charts or tools you would use to improve forecast accuracy, for example. Okay, so what we've done here is we've helped this customer divide their sales stages through these many different stages, so 7 different stages, and then each colored bar represents one of those stages. This graph here is a type of graph that shows progress to a goal. So you can set a goal, whatever the goal is, and then you can track progress towards that goal. You can also use charts in the pie graph format to show the relationship or how many, this one here is showing leads by source. So the relationship is between leads and the source that they're coming from. You can use the stacked bar graph tool. You have vertical bar graph tools. So there's different ways to display data, and this is built-in charting capability. You're not buying anything else. You're not increasing your license or anything like that. This is built in. You're only really limited to the creativity that you can come up with as it relates to the different charts that you want to create. Now the cool thing is this is great. I log in, I'm an executive, and I can see the funnel, and this is wonderful. I can see there's 247,000 at this stage. Well, that's a pretty big chunk of the funnel. So what if I wanted to dig into this? How do I figure out what these are? What I would do is I would click this little chart right here. Okay, so that little Excel looking chart goes and opens up the data that's creating that chart. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it. Okay, so there's our chart. We've got a funnel, and here's all the blue stuff here. This data on the left is what's creating this chart. Okay, so if I want to see what this big blue section is, I just click on that big blue section, and now the view on the left changes. Now I can see all of the opportunities that are driving this big piece of the funnel. Okay, so as a manager now, I can go through each one of these opportunities, and I can make sure the salesperson is on top of them since it's such a large portion of the funnel. Okay, so that's how you do that. So what else do I want to show you here? I think that's about it there. So the other thing is you can set up many different dashboards. So this is the sales activity dashboard I was on, but look at all the different ones we've created. We've got marketing ones, we've got customer service ones. Um, so these are examples of the different dashboards we've created for the company to view. And then you can even create your own dashboards, okay, which is really cool. All right, so that's charting and dashboarding. So let's take a look at navigation for a minute. So navigation is very cool. A lot of CRM platforms have some kind of a menu system either down the left-hand side or at the top. And the problem with that is those menu systems or navigation panes, if you will, take up real estate of the screen. So what Microsoft did, they said, let's provide great navigation, but let's provide the most screen real estate as possible. And that's important, especially when you're on a small tablet device or something. So if I go up to the top and hover over the top bar, the features I can pick pop down into the screen. So there they are. I've got sales and service and marketing. Those are the top three places you'll ever go. Then I have settings and help. So those are the only 5 things that I have in CRM that I need to access. So if I want to go into the sales features, I click on sales. And then as soon as I do that, the tool navigation bar pops away and away it goes, okay? Now it's defaulted back to my dashboard view, but now I've got sales highlighted. So I click on sales right here, and then all of my features for sales come up. So these are my activities. These are my different dashboards. This is a what's new area, sort of like a newswire type thing for CRM. If anyone changes anything, I can see what's going on. Companies, a list of all the companies I have access to see based on my security, all the contacts that I'm allowed to see based on my security, the leads, so leads that are coming in, my sales opportunities. And since this is a demo environment, we've got many other things loaded, competitors. I can keep going and going. We have so many things loaded in here just to show you all the different tools that we can add, okay? But for a basic implementation, these are the basic screens you would see. So let's open up a company for a minute, okay? So let's say I'm a sales rep and I'm going into CRM and I want to see an account. So I'd go up into my search tool, and one of the accounts I like to use is a fictional account called Fabricam, F-A-B-R-I-K. I'll pull that up, and there's Fabricam. So Fabricam pops up, and I click on it, and it's going to open that account record. Now, when this account record opens, the thing I want to point out to you is if you set this up properly, and we do a lot of this for the client, this can be really the only screen the salesperson ever needs to go in to manage their territory. And what I mean by that is we normally set up this screen to be give you the 360 degree view you need to have to manage this customer relationship. So let's take a look at this screen. So the first thing you notice is I have the name of the account at the top. Okay, so there's the name of the company. And over here I have little quick little windows of information. So this is customizable. So we've put the amount of revenue this account is driving, the number of employees this customer has, and the record owner from our company who owns this account. And again, you can change these fields, but these are 3 pieces of information that I want to see in a quick way. The next thing below that is something what we call the process bar. Now this is unique to the Microsoft CRM platform, and it's an extremely powerful tool. So this is a generically set up process bar, but see these little areas. So the first area says review store, this little orange colored little arrow thing. So each one of these arrows, if you will, are stages in a process. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages. So this is a 5-stage process that's been configured into this screen. And for simplicity, what this one is, this is a customer onboarding process. So 5 stages, customer onboarding. So this is a brand new customer. I click on this first little tab, and then I've got the questions down at the bottom, and these are all customizable too. So what is the main phone number of this customer? Who is the store manager? What is their address? What is their city? What is their state or province? What is their zip code or postal code? Visit day, last visit day, hours, and so on. And then once I've completed all those questions, I go to the next stage in the process. and then these are customizable. When I'm done those questions, I go to the next step, and so on and so forth, okay? This is very powerful, very customizable. You can embed process into the screens in CRM. This one is in the account screen. You can embed sales process into your opportunity screen, which is really powerful. Okay, so this area here is the process bar. You can either add this to the screen or you can take it off if you don't want to use it. All right, now here we go, account screen. So I've got the name of the account. I've got if they're a parent, if they're a child of a parent, so if they're part of a parent account. We've also added a field for phone number, for fax number, if you still use that. We always add this map URL, so it'll take you right to the map of where this customer's, actually, watch, I'll click on that. That'll take me right to the map. And there we go. So that gives me a map so I know where to go. Okay, I'm gonna get back out of here. Okay, so that's the map URL website. I click on their website, I can see their website. We also add a lot of the social media tools. We've got one here, the LinkedIn profile. So I can click here and get this company's LinkedIn profile, all right? We can add things like what kind of company is this? So is it a customer? Is it a past customer? Is it a partner? So this is a way of segmenting this data, okay? The other thing is we have customer number in there as well. Now, this is an example of the way your screen can be laid out. There's a standard configuration that comes out of the box from Microsoft, which is pretty good. But if you've got specific requirements, that's where we come in and we help you add the fields and set up business rules and workflow to automate a lot of your processes, okay? All right, the next thing is we've got primary contact. So this is the main contact for this account. We've got that contact's email address, their phone number. We also have a listing here, this little grid view, which can be an editable grid if you want it to be, but this is recent opportunities. So these are all of the opportunities that we're running at for this account. So I don't need to go into that opportunity screen, I can see them all here. Not only can I see them here, I can, by clicking on this plus sign, I can create new opportunities in this screen too. Scroll a little bit further down, I've got the physical address of the account. I've also got a little grid here that shows me all of the other contacts that I have working, that I have in my database that work for this company. So if it's more than this view will show, I can click this little spreadsheet thing here and it'll show me the rest of them. I can add new ones here. Again, I don't have to go into the contact screen, I can do it from here. This is very important for adoption for salespeople. You don't really want salespeople clicking all over the place. So if I can stay on one screen and do most of my job, then this is a tool that I want to use. We've also got it embedded to show recent cases. So here are different customer service issues that are either happened in the past or are currently active. And this is important because if I'm about to go see Fabricam as the salesperson, one of the places I'll go before I go in to see them is in this screen to see if I have any customer service issues. Because if I do, I should know about that before I go in to see the client. This area here, I just want to point out, this is where the emails and the calendar events will get tracked. So if you can see, there's little icons that depict different things. So this is a task to be performed or was performed. This is a phone call, so you can track phone calls. You can track calendar appointments. This is a calendar appointment. And here's an email that's been tracked, okay? So all of these things are done in chronological order. The other thing you can do, you can put notes on the account. So I don't think we have any here. Now we've got a few. So you can put some notes in there, and if I want to put a new one, I just put the note in. I can attach files if I want, and then I save it when I'm done, okay? So this is a great little place to see what's going on with the account and who else is interacting with this customer. Some more information. Again, this is optional. You don't have to have all these things. We can make the screen look the way you want it to look, but here's some company profile information, SIC code information. Account objectives is something that we typically put in to help if your salespeople have a specific mandate by account of the way they're going to penetrate new accounts. We can put those objectives here. We can integrate with marketing, so you can have a list of the different marketing leads and campaigns. We can also integrate with other database systems. So these fields here are showing financials for this Fabricam account. So this is saying last year's sales were this much, and this year's year-to-date sales are this much. Well, that information either gets populated by someone typing it in, Or a lot of times what we do is we connect CRM to your accounting software so that it brings this information over so I can see it. And once it's here, I can do all the different charts and dashboards that I was showing you earlier, right in here in this platform. And since we're connected to the accounting system, I can bring in billing information, so the currency that we're using to measure this customer, any kind of credit limitations they might have, credit status, hold, not hold, payment terms for this account. Maybe you have percentage of discount if you're doing quoting, so the rep can quickly look that up. We even built very robust quoting capabilities right in the CRM platform here. Account receivable, so what's their balance, any kind of aging receivables, 90 plus. Maybe you have a process that says anyone that has X amount of dollars and 90 plus, we don't sell them anything new, so we can put that in here. Okay, so really this screen becomes that one place everyone in your company goes to learn what they need to learn about an existing or potential customer. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. From there, you can go into contacts, you can go into leads, you can go into opportunities. Let me show you opportunities for a minute. So we pull up opportunities. This is a list of all of the sales opportunities that I can see. So if I'm a sales rep, they'll just be mine. If I'm a manager, they'll be the people on my team. If I'm a general manager, it'll be everybody in my division and so on. Now, when you have these grid-like views, you typically always have the charting tool to the right. So if I click this little arrow over, it's going to bring the charting tool over. So it will take a look at the data that's on the left, and it will automatically chart it on the right. All I do is tell it the variables. So do I want to chart the revenue by close date? In fact, let's do that. Revenue by close date. So let's go. I might even have a chart created for that. I think I do. Estimated revenue. There you go. Estimated revenue by estimated close date. I click that button. Now it's showing me by month when those deals are supposed to close. So here's an okay funnel. So I've got December 2013. I got a lot of stuff that's supposed to close. And then February 2014, March 2014, and so on. So what I'm looking for holes in the months. I'm looking for this kind of thing where you got these huge months. So I can see that right here by this graph. Okay. Now let's say I want to know, what are these deals? Like, that's crazy. There's so many deals in December. What's causing that? So I click on the little button or the little graph thing there, and it's going to show me, oh, that's why there's one big gigantic deal. There's Fabricam again. Boy, those are good customers. Okay, so from here, I can really drill down and see things. This charting tool, the ability to chart the information that you see on the left and a chart on the right, is very powerful. And then if I create a new chart, and I can create a new chart here, I can go in the plus sign. I can say, show me. These are all these, don't let this intimidate you, but this is all the different fields. See at the top, the different columns. So these are all the column headings or titles. So I can say, show me estimated revenue. Show my estimated revenue by, let's say, probability. I don't know if I'm even tracking that in here, but by probability, okay? And then let's use that. Remember the different kinds of charts? I can have a vertical bar chart, stack bar chart. I can have this line diagram, or is that an area? That's an area, line diagram, pie, or the traditional funnel. So if I'm doing estimated revenue by probability, let's use stack bar chart. All right. And there it is. Now, I don't have a lot of data in here, but if I had lots of data, it would draw a much prettier chart. But see how easy that is? Anybody could do that. So if you've got a manager who's trying to analyze their business, getting ready for a review, a quarterly review or something, you can very quickly analyze what's happening. Okay, so go back up into the main menu here, and I can go into service. So in the service tools, and once I click on service, I've got the dashboard view again, which is the same view as before. So you've got a standard view, but you just pick different charts, companies again, contacts again, cases. So this is unique, okay, based on these companies and contacts would be the same view as before. You know what's beautiful is anyone in customer service is going to be using the same contacts as everyone in sales, but you're only going to see what you're allowed to see based on your security permissions. all right? So everyone's working from the same data, which is awesome. So cases, the case screen again can be configured any way you want it to be configured. Let me see, what do I have in here? Service request. I'm not sure if this data is going to work cleanly. Okay, so let me show you this one. So again, we have our process bar at the top. So if you have a specific process you want your case managers or your customer support people to use, this is an example of this. So 3 stages, 1, 2, 3 in this process. So identify, research, and resolve. And at each stage, you can have specific questions that they have to answer or go through. Again, fields on the screen, so case title, ID if there's a unique ID, the subject of the issue, the customer's contact information, what kind of type is it, what was the origin. So whatever you do today, we can add that field to the screen and set up things to work properly. Okay, and you can manage the cases from here. So I won't go much deeper because I think I'm getting to the end of my time. What else do I want to show you? So sales, service, marketing. Basically marketing, again, we're working from the same database. And then what you do here is you can use the built-in marketing tool. So marketing lists. So the marketing list, what you do in the marketing list is you have the dynamics, you can create a dynamic marketing list. The dynamic marketing list, what you do is you create a query, okay? A query is just a set of attributes. So let's say you wanted to send something to a list of contacts where they have not had a contact from a salesperson in the last 6 months, and you have permission to send them things. And that's especially important in Canada due to the Canadian anti-spam law now. So you can basically create a dynamic marketing list here. And anytime that those attributes are true, their name will get added to the marketing list. Okay, so you simply just open up a marketing list, you do the query, and then the people's names would get added to it. Okay, that's really very high level, all the things I really wanted to show. This keeps coming up because it's asking me to do something that I'm not doing, so I'm just ignoring it, but you wouldn't get that in your environment. So okay, so that's all I'm going to cover today. I hope this was helpful. It's probably just giving you enough information for you to want to ask a lot of other questions. So there's a few options for you at this point. So if you liked this information and you want to know more, you can come to our website at www.crmdynamics.ca. If you want to contact me directly, you have my Twitter handle and you've got my email account here, rob.triggs@crmdynamics.ca. If you want to go to the next stage and receive a quote of how much it might cost for your company to implement CRM, reach out, go to our website, and on our website we have a live chat tool. And click on the live chat tool, explain that you've watched the video and you're interested in getting a quote, and one of our sales resources will help you on that live chat right away, okay? You can schedule through that live chat again. You can schedule to take a much deeper dive into the CRM platform. Maybe you have very specific requirements. You want to know how the platform would actually handle those, and we can make sure one of our CRM consultants can spend some time with you on the phone or over a GoToMeeting session or something. Or if you want to receive just more information, a little bit more of a passive approach, then again, go to our website. We have different ebooks and different pieces of information that are located there to help you learn more and more about the platform. And then when you are ready, you can reach out to us when you're looking for a quotation or a more deeper demo. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you have a great day, and all the best to you with your CRM implementations. Thank you.